The 1960s were known for music, protests, and massive social change, but they were also marked by some of the most shocking and unforgettable murders in modern history. Let's talk about the high-profile killings that defined that decade and still echo today. We have to start with one name everyone knows, President John F. Kennedy. November 22nd, 1963, Dallas, Texas, the motorcade, the waving crowd, and then those shots that froze the world. Lee Harvey Oswald was arrested, but 2 days later, he was killed on live television by Jack Ruby. To this day, millions still debate what really happened and who was behind it. Just 5 years later came another devastating blow, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., April 4th, 1968. Standing on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee, when a single bullet ended the life of the man who changed the course of civil rights in America, James Earl Ray was convicted. But like JFK's case, conspiracy theories still surround it. And then, only 2 months after King's assassination, Robert F. Kennedy, JFK's brother, was shot and killed in Los Angeles while celebrating his victory in the California Democratic primary. It was June 5th, 1968. Sharon was captured at the scene, but many still question whether he acted alone or if there was more behind it. But politics weren't the only world touched by murder. The entertainment industry was hit hard too. In 1969, actress Sharon Tate, 8.5 months pregnant, was brutally murdered, along with 4 others at her Los Angeles home by followers of Charles Manson. That case became one of the most infamous crimes in American history, symbolizing the dark end of the 60s. Another case that shocked the nation happened back in 1964. Kitty Genovese in New York City. She was stabbed to death outside her apartment building, while dozens of neighbors reportedly did nothing to help. The story sparked outrage and led to major changes in how we think about bystanders and emergency response, giving rise to the modern 911 system. In 1966, a quiet college campus in Texas turned into a nightmare. Charles Whitman, a former Marine, climbed the University of Texas Tower in Austin and opened fire on random people below. 16 people died, and more than 30 were wounded. It became one of the first modern mass shootings in America, and just 1 year before that, in 1965, the murder of civil rights activist Viola Liuzzo made headlines. She was shot and killed by Ku Klux Klan members in Alabama after helping transport marchers from Selma to Montgomery. Her death proved that even after the marches ended, the fight for equality was far from over. There was also the haunting case of the Zodiac Killer, who began his killing spree in the late 1960s. He taunted police and newspapers with cryptic letters and codes, claiming multiple victims in Northern California. To this day, his identity remains one of America's most enduring mysteries. The decade closed with fear, tragedy, and confusion, but it also changed how people viewed crime, safety, and justice. Each of these murders left a scar on the 1960s and on history itself, because the 60s weren't just about peace, love, and music. They were also about loss, chaos, and unanswered questions that still linger decades later.